Hello and welcome to EDUU 675, Assessing Students with Autism Spectrum Disorder, which is the second course in the Autism Spectrum program here at Bremen University. I just wanted to give you a quick orientation to the course to help you get started, particularly started on the right foot, and help you to know where to find things here in the Blackboard shell. So it was always a good place to start for looking for any information is the course information tab. So we're going to start right there. In this tab, you'll find under the welcome information about your instructor. They should give you their name, voice, email, the Adobe Connect web link, and times when synchronous meeting dates will be, as well as best times to contact you. There's the orientation video, which you're viewing. Here you'll see the link to the PDF for the syllabus, which I encourage everyone to download and read over, as well as the course at a glance. Definitely take time and read through the course at a glance carefully so you can plan the course and have a good idea of what assignments are due and when, as also what is the requirements for each week are. Some weeks have more assignments and activities than other weeks, and that can help with your planning. And you can see, you can scroll through the course at a glance here. It gives you the objectives for each week, as well as the readings, the discussion board prompts, any wikis or assignments that are due. If you prefer to look at the course at a glance or any of the documents in larger format through the Google Sites itself, you can just go right here to the link at the top where you'll find it links directly to the Google Doc itself, which just provides a larger version for you to view. Sometimes it's a little easier for students to view. It's not quite as quick as just looking at it right in the Blackboard site, but it's nice for students to know that that option is there. You can print from the site, or you can go to the Google Doc itself and print right from there. You'll want to go over the late work policy. This policy may change based on the individual instructor. The biggest and most important thing to say is that it's very important for you to communicate with your instructor if you have any emergencies or things that come up where you think you might need to turn in work late. Make sure that you communicate regarding those needs with your instructor before the assignment is due. Here you'll find the assignment list and the points. So this gives you the assignments that are due each week and the points that they are due. For the student-led discussion board, you'll see that the points are either 25 or 15. You earn 25 points for the weeks that you lead the student discussion board when you are one of the student leaders, and 15 points when you are participating. You will be required to lead discussion board at least one of the 3 weeks that those occur during the courses, and you'll sign up for those in the wiki. For the information on the assignments themselves, you'll come here to the assignment descriptions, rubrics, and evaluations, and here you can see all of the rubrics and the assignment descriptions. And you'll notice that there are a number of assignments that are the same as what you had in EDUU 575. So those assignments continue, those types of assignments continue on in this course and will continue throughout the program. So for example, with the discussion board in this course, like in 575, and you will have it in every course, there'll be 3 weeks where you as students will lead the discussion boards and be interacting with your classmates on topics related to the topic for those weeks, or to the course CLOs, but you get to determine the prompt and lead the discussion with your classmates. In EDUU 575, you began to build your website, which you will complete in the very last course, EDUU 677. But like in 575, you will continue to build that course here in 675 with information and materials primarily regarding assessment and reinforcement and functional behavioral assessment. So you'll find here is the checklist of specific website content that is required at the end of this course 675. So you can look through here and look at the specific information that you'll be required to put in your course. So you'll be that website will be checked at the end of the course, but you really do want to be building it and continuing to build it as you move through the course. So this gives you the checklist and then the rubric as well. Once again, you'll be doing video observation journals. And just a reminder, those video observation journals are you reflecting on your observations. They are not of the observations yourselves or any individuals on the spectrums or parents or stakeholders. The videos are only of you, and it's your verbal reflection. Given that the instructor needs to view all of them in the course, these journals, these video recordings don't need to be long, 5 to no more than 10 minutes. Being concise and brief while still meeting the rubric requirements is much appreciated. So if you can do it in closer to 5 minutes than to 10, that's always appreciated. And again, here is the rubric so that you know what you are you're required to do. You will have wiki assignments throughout this course. There's about 4 of them. The first week you'll be doing a quick video introduction. This is a 1 to 3 minute video recording introducing yourself to your instructor and classmates. And there are 5 things that you'll actually want to provide information about. There'll be another wiki on assessing academic performance, where you'll be also sharing tools. If you have any information, particularly on progress monitoring tools that you use, that's always helpful. As part of this, you'll be earning your podcasting token as part of towards your technology badge. So you'll be creating a podcast in this class, and the podcast will actually be on reinforcement and determining the function of behavior, and it will be an informational podcast that can go onto your website. So the audience for this will primarily be parents or other stakeholders or professionals working with individuals on the spectrum, although you may also consider the audience to be individuals on the spectrum themselves, particularly those who have the language and cognitive understanding to understand a podcast. And podcasts can be a really useful tool for individuals on the spectrum because particularly those who are strong auditorily and do well with taking information in auditorily, allows them to replay the information over and over and at a pace that works for them. So you will be creating a podcast. In week 5, you'll be put into groups, and you'll be putting your podcast script up there so you can get some feedback from your peers as to the correctness and clarity, as well as from your instructor. And then you'll be recording the podcast and sharing it in the week 6 wiki. And again, here's the rubric for the wiki for you to do. Then there's a number of assignments particular and specific to this course. Again, the podcast assignment, where you will be earning your podcast token towards your technology badge. You'll also be doing, there is some field work in this course that moves beyond observations but actual interactions. So you'll be doing an interview of a speech language pathologist, an SLP. So you'll need to identify an SLP whom you can interview about assessment, speech and language assessment. As part of learning about functional behavioral assessment, you'll be completing an IRIS module and completing their 6 assessment questions at the end. This is the rubric for that. That's due, you're doing that in weeks 4 and 5. That module actually will prepare you to do functional behavioral assessment in the field. And one of your major assignments is actually in the field with a student on the spectrum who has problem behavior to complete a functional behavioral assessment. This will involve interviewing and data collection, and then completing the FBA matrix to determine the function of behavior and writing a summary and reflection. So you'll want to make sure that you read through those assignment directions and rubric carefully, and your instructor will be able to assist you with that. And finally, you'll have the signature assignment directions which is a case study. You'll read through the case study, and then you'll come up with how you will assess that individual, the areas that you'll assess and why, who will assess, how it will be completed, including identifying assessment tools and collaborating for assessment. Upon receiving a grade of at least 80% or higher, will receive your assessing behavior and learning needs token as part of this class. So those are the assignments that you can find under the course information. Additionally, some other tabs that are helpful, you can click on announcements to find all the announcements. Go straight to the discussion boards by clicking on this tab here. The virtual office you can go to here, and your instructor should upload their virtual office link for you to be able to attend online virtual classes when possible, or to listen to the recordings. And then finally, you'll find the wikis here. In the first week, you'll want to make sure that you sign up for the student-led discussion boards for the week that you want to do it. That's due week 1. Students who don't sign up will be placed and assigned a week to do it. So that's that. For each of the weeks, there's a basic, there's two folders that you'll always want to make sure that you go through. In the learning activities, you'll find the readings, the PDFs, any videos that you want to watch, websites or online PDFs for you to read. When they're required, you want to make sure that you read it in entirety, any PDFs, and when it's a website, make sure that you thoroughly go through the website and have a good understanding of what is in that website. You'll also find that there's optional resources, supplemental resources that can just give you a more in-depth understanding, particularly for areas that maybe you already have some good background knowledge, and you might find the supplemental resources to provide you just with a little more knowledge and depth. The second folder that you'll be looking at is the assignment folder, and here you'll find the links to all of the assignments that are due that week. For assignments, when you upload them, you'll click on the assignment link itself, and you'll want to upload that document. Important to note, if you are creating or completing an assignment as a Google Doc, that's perfectly acceptable. We strongly encourage you to use Google Docs. They're a wonderful tool, and we use them ourselves. But when you submit the assignment, it's very important that we have a final permanent version of that assignment. So it needs to be submitted as either a Word document or a PDF. So you'll need to download it from your Google Docs as a Word document or as a PDF and upload it into the assignment folder. So that's just your kind of quick orientation to 675. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to your instructor about any aspects of the course or the assignments, and I'm sure they will be more than happy to help you. And I hope you enjoy the course and learning from us and each other during this class.